A man enters a flower shop with cash to burn. He briefly examines the flowers, tulips, gorgeous orchids, deep red roses, and so forth. The man exits. He walks down the streets of a dayless city, with a bouquet of daisies saddled between his ribs and his arm. He's had an affinity for them ever since a kind girl greeted him with one after he'd broken his arm playing baseball in the 7th grade. He walks along a sunless street in a midnight town to the door of a building. The front door sticks weirdly, not like the other doors he's gone through. He walks up 2 flights of stairs, and he starts to feel the burn in his legs when he steps through the threshold into the hallway. He hears music from the only room in the apartment that he knows. His stride quickens. The man knocks twice. I am utterly shocked. Just shocked. I can't believe she'd stopped talking to me. And for 7.5 days, too? I only knew her for 5. I want to open this up, see what she had to say to me, but I just can't let anyone see. Franz, I'm sure you can imagine what this letter's about. I mean, in today's world, people only write letters in the case of something terrible or amazing happening, and we both know you've got more experience with one of those than the other. We only knew each other for such a short time, but you meant a lot to me. I know that on Wednesday, or was it Thursday morning, you could tell something was wrong with me. And I just want you to know that it wasn't anything you did. I mean, you've done everything right. It was just that I felt so bad that such a great person came to me at a time when I shouldn't really have a relationship. I just know that if I keep doing things because I'm afraid of letting go, I'll never figure out the problems I'm dealing with. I'm sure that you think you could help me with those problems, but we've only been seeing each other for a week. It would be unfair for me to expect that of you. And I just think it would be better in the long run for us to split it off cleanly before we start to become too much of each other. For what it's worth, you were great, and I hope you figure out your issues too. Love always, Valerie. If I knew that Thursday would be the last day I saw her, I would have skipped that doctor's appointment. I mean, it ended up being canceled anyways. You'd think if a doctor gets sick, they'd pop a few pills or something instead of canceling their pre existing appointments. There's just no respect for people's time in this place. First the doctor, now her. I just hate that it worked out like this. I know I only knew her for a week, but she was the only girl I ever loved. Well, okay. Except there was that one girl, and there was another in high school. Oh, God. That night at the movies. But she was the only one I would have done that stuff with. Well, unless I meet someone else. But we had so many plans. She could have been. I mean, she was special. Dear Franz, I was toying with you. I hate you. That night, when I lay with my arm over your neck, you were comforted because you thought I cared for you and was keeping you safe. But in reality, I was strangling you. Not your neck, but your spirit. When we had coffee, the bitter taste that snuck up on me was not from the coffee, but the pathetic words coming out of your dry, putrid lips. My ears rejected the vile speech coming from you as if you were some sort of ape mimicking human speech. But now I can go on and live the rest of my life knowing that I reminded such a piece of inhuman filth what he truly was and what he will continue to be. No, no. Hans? Hans? No? Hans, please. What? You don't need to do this. What? Don't walk around like that, man. Don't walk around like that. No. 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 Ah. 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 Will you just shut up? I'm angry and you're here, so I'm gonna beat you up, capiche? All this complexity and nuance is stupid. It's so much easier to just focus on the present. Don't you agree? Oh ho ho, what do we have here? Valerie, I know you aren't ready for a relationship right now, but I just want you to know that I will be waiting for you. What are you doing? We can take all of it as slow as you want, and we don't even need to call it a relationship if that isn't what you want. Jesus Christ, man. You're really just gonna lay yourself out for a chick who clearly isn't interested? This is exactly what I've been saying for years. Relationships are bullshit. All things lose themselves in another. Water and dirt together become mud, but fire. When you combine fire with anything, the fire maintains its integrity, and the fire destroys the other element. Here, I'll do you a favor and write something better. Something that will help you in the way you need. Not some wishy-washy bullshit to keep you clinging on to hope for someone to care about you. Dear, oh beautiful Valerie, I wish I never spent any time or energy on you. You weren't worth the 99 cents for that drink, the $10 for gas, or the hours of movies we watched barely brushing up against each other's shoulders. Fuck you. You think you can affect a force of nature? I am separate from the world that you live in. I am the wildfire that burns the forest of the world. And you are the wind. You try to blow me out or become part of me, but you only fan my flames, make me stronger. I will live. You will die. Who cares whether a flower is ready to bloom? The one who looks upon it decides whether it is beautiful. Thus, he decides when it is ready. The flower is no longer a flower.
Oh my god, Frank! You shouldn't have! Why me? Why?
Why? Because I want to be your girlfriend. I want you to be my boyfriend. I want to be with you in a relationship exclusively together.
Oh, maybe. You already asked me that, and I said I can't commit to that now. But maybe I'll change my mind. If you do your best and really impress me, maybe I'll give you what you want. That's it. You want me. You're selfish. You're pathetic. You think flowers and sweet little words are going to make me care about you? You're like a dog begging in an alley, just taking any little morsel someone throws your way.
Urgh! I just want to let you know if you... Valerie, I know you aren't ready for a relationship right now, but I just want you to know that I will be waiting for you. Valerie, I hope your skin is burned where I held you. I never even saw you as a person. You were just a thing to me. I'm glad you stopped talking to me. Things are back the way they should be. I don't deserve... You don't deserve love! The door swung open. It wasn't even locked. For a moment, he saw her silhouette, but in an even shorter moment, she was gone. He expected her to be there. The shadow of his mind lay on the other side of the closed door, but when the truth was revealed, all that greeted him was an empty room. Empty, save for a letter neatly placed on the floor, a letter marked Franz. The symbol of a heart drawn next to this familiarly unsettling name mocked him, as if marking the end of the small amount of love that he would receive for the rest of his days.